A Penny for the Fallen by Jack Pitchfork, an audio documentary drama. 1915, France, Hohenzollern Redoubt. The date is the 12th of October. Here follows a dramatised account of Private Percy John Walker of the 1/5th Battalion Lincolnshire Regiment, service number 2307, aged 23 years.
I still remember the day I signed up. I was happy and ready to do my bit for King and Country. I enlisted in Grimsby in August 1914, and since coming over here to France, I'm amazed I've survived this long. We're marching now, marching towards a place called Hohenzollern Redoubt, or however you say it, though I admit I'm not looking forward to it. We attack tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm in all honesty both frightened and excited. I don't want to die out here. My mother and father are waiting for me back at home, but I guess, if all goes well tomorrow, we're one step closer to the end of all this. Ah, we must be here at last. It's going to be good to rest after that. Ah, that's better. It may not be the best, but a cup of tea is still welcome. And the rations they're handing out, even if they're not the best of things taste-wise, they keep you going. Looks like it's going to be a big push tomorrow. We're all being given 100 rounds of ammunition and 6 sandbags each. Whatever happens tomorrow, I know men will die, friends and all. Hell, we're all like brothers in the trenches. We have to remain strong together just to avoid the realisation of where we are. The trenches are nothing more than hell. We have no toilets nor solid ground for that matter. It's a reeking sludge pit. We try not to think of what we're walking in or on. It's either this or no man's land, where we're nothing more than cannon fodder. And a German machine gun or sniper waits if you don't tread on a mine beforehand. But for now I'm going to rest before tomorrow's push.
The 13th of October, 1915.
They have started, right when they said it would. It's midday and our artillery have opened up in the German trenches. We have to wait now and hope these guns soften the German lines up some. Won't be long now. In a couple of hours it's our turn to go over the top of the King and Country. They have stopped. Our guns are silent. My commander has said everything is going according to plan. Even the wind is right for gas and smoke we're using to cover our advance. I hate to admit it, but even this doesn't comfort me. I'm shaking and I'm scared. Only an hour left. Jesus! They just don't quit. They've been shelling us for an hour now. It's relentless. That's it, the thing I don't want to hear. We're being called to be ready to go over the top. I have to do this. I don't want to, I'm scared to, but my duty demands that I do. I'm ready.
Private Percy John Walker died aged 23 years on the 13th of October 1915 at Hohenzollern Redoubt. His death plaque is now homed in the Lincoln Museum of Lincolnshire Life. 1915, France, Hohenzollern Redoubt. The date is the 12th of October. Here follows a dramatised account of Private Sidney Leslie Hill of the 1/4th Battalion Lincolnshire Regiment, age unknown.
Oh, this march seems absolutely endless, moving from one place to another and then back again. We've been fighting for about a year now, and although it just seems to be going on and on, it is a fight that's got to be won. It is hell though, you know. Absolute flaming hell. It's the only way to describe it. The horror that we see day in and day out. The man next to you, your mate's been brought down by a sniper or a bursting machine gun. It's knowing that I could be killed. I could be just, you know, a mine or a bomb. Just like that. I lost so many of my mates last month. This huge mine. Just one of the trenches just a bit further down the line. Could have been me. I can't help thinking how. Thank God that I was spared to carry on the fight, really. Although somehow she's getting a bit weary. Good. It's about time we reached here. It's been a long old march. I think I heard one of the lads who's been here a while call it the Zollen Redoubt or something. I don't know. Anyway, the next fight we have is going to be here, I guess, and we've just got to push the Germans back. Well, that's better. Just inside for a bit. Out the cold. Oh, these rations are absolutely awful. I'll tell you what, if I ever get home, if I ever get out of this, I am never having plum jam again. Plum jam for this, plum jam for that. Plum jam. Anyway, they tell us that it's good for us and it's giving us everything we need and all lots of energy. This tea's nice though. So the weather's getting colder. It's coming colder. I got here in the winter. It was dreadful last year. I hope it's going to be better this year. Outside in the cold and the mud. It's going to be cold. Oh, that's better. More ammo. It was running low, really. Trying to carry it all from where we were before all the way. It was, well, anyway, we've got some more now.
The 13th of October, 1915.
Oh, I don't know how the Germans... God, listen to that. I don't know how the Germans survived the shelling, you know. It's relentless. We've been banging at them for hours and hours now. It's going to be a few more hours before we're ready. Oh, it's times like this, you know. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a bit worried there. It's always the same. I've done this goodness knows how many times. Just pull through, but I tell you, there's going to be a loss of these lads ain't going to make it. It's getting close. I can feel it. You just know them. You just sense it amongst everybody, and you can tell with the officers and that they know more about what's going on than you do. It's getting close now. Right, that's it. Our guns have stopped. That means we're about ready. But you can bet your life they'll start firing back any minute. We've been hitting them, but it's always the same. They go down in their little bunkers and then they come back and start banging back at us. God, I absolutely hate this. It's really unnerves me. I mean, we've given them it, but they're giving us it now. I'm getting really bad every time I go through this. It's getting worse. I know I'm safe now. I'm down in this trench. As long as we don't get one of them big whiz bangs come over, we'll be all right. But any minute now, somebody's going to blow a whistle, and then we're off. My God, that's going to be a tough one. I've never heard it as bad as this before. Right, that's it. Stand to. This is what we've been waiting for. Assault. I've got everything sorted. God, I'm going to make sure I've got to live through this. I've done it. There's going to be folk die, but it's not going to be me. I'm going to live through this. I'm going to get through. Here we go.
Private Sidney Leslie Hill died on the 13th of October 1915 at Hohenzollern Redoubt. His death plaque is now homed in the Lincoln Museum of Lincolnshire Life. 1916. France. The Battle of the Somme. The Battle of Pozières Ridge. The date is the 30th of July, 11:30 a.m. Here follows a dramatised account of Private Frank Morris of the 1/4th Battalion, Lincolnshire Regiment, aged 24 years.
This place is impossible to take. We've taken over this village assault from the Australians, and I can see why. They're everywhere we go. Every house has a German in it, and it's showing because we are taking heavy losses. That's just how you find them, like the one I shot down there, all in a house looking out a window ready to ambush you, the cowards. The Battle of the Somme, as it's known now, is nearly over, and we have all but won, except for this village, quietly. Although saying that, this is a fortress of a village and provides heavy resistance for the German when we assaulted them. But we got through the German line, and now we have to take their fortress. I'm separated from the guys I was with. No one expected this. A war lasting this long. More to the point, we didn't expect it to be like this. Mud holes, or trenches as they're called. They're disease-ridden holes, but it's either that or face a German machine gun or sniper. If I stay here much longer, I'm a dead man. If not by these troops, then by a sniper's bullets. It's heaven for them here. Plenty of hiding places and plenty of us Brits to shoot at. We're all a mix now. We have men from Northampton here and Yorkshire serving with us. Well, I understand why. This Somme has killed most of our regiments off. It's those machine guns they use. They start firing and they just mow through men like nothing I've ever seen. I can't get back to our line with these guys in my way. I hate having to shoot, and I'm not a great shot. My training was limited, to say the least. 3 weeks is what we were given and then shipped off here, but that's all I have. Got him. Reload. Aim. If they spot me now, I'm as good as dead. Though I think they haven't. They would have fired back otherwise. Got you.
The battle lasted a further 5 days before the village was liberated. Private Frank Morris died August the 30th, 1916, aged 24, during the Battle of the Somme. His death plaque is now homed in the Lincoln Museum of Lincolnshire Life. 1916. France. The Battle of the Somme. The date is the 1st of July, 3:30 a.m. Here follows a dramatised account of Private Thomas Arthur Waterfield of the 10th Battalion Lincolnshire Regiment, aged 17 years.
They said it would be over by Christmas, but that was in 1914 and I was only 15. I wanted to join up and go over and fight, but they saw right through me. You need to be 18, the enlisted had said. I felt ashamed not to go, even though some of my friends my age had got through and already gone over. 2 years I waited to finally go to the Grimsby Chums, pet name for our regiment. I'm still only 17. I got through the enlisting, and now I'm here on the Somme. They're trying to shell their way through the German defences, hoping to cut the barbed wire and reduce the German trenches to ruin. But as for the Germans themselves, they won't be hurt one bit. They're all tucked up in their dugouts, about 30 metres below ground, so we can't get at them. That is interesting. The barbed wire is gone now and the shells have destroyed them. That's a relief. At least when we reach the German line, we can go right in. And we shot down a weather balloon too, so they're blind.
4:30 a.m., 3 hours till the attack.
getting closer, and the Germans are firing their own artillery back at us. But they haven't a clue how we're going to breach them, and how it will be easier than normal.
5:30 a.m., 2 hours before the attack.
This stuff is deadly enough to make sure no Germans left in their trenches, so I'm told. It's all in preparation for the big push. It's the biggest assault yet of the war, and I'm sure after all we've done against the German line and the surprise we have for them, they will ensure we just waltz over there.
6:30 a.m., 1 hour before the attack.
Ammo check. Rifle's working and I have my helmet. I'm ready when the signal comes. We're supposed to go at 7:30 a.m, but we won't go till our mine's blown up. That's how we're going to do it. The mine should kill or delay their mortars and machine guns till we get to their trenches. Otherwise this is a suicide mission.
"7:25 a.m., 5 minutes before the attack.
Any time now. Any time. The mine will explode, the whistle will go, and then we march. Not a run or charge, but a march in a line towards them, to avoid chaos in our attack. Or so we're told, but... The king and country! What? How can that be?
The mine that was supposed to have given Thomas and his regiment cover fell short of the German trench, and the explosion caused little damage to the German troops, who were able to get their machine guns and mortars ready and stop the assault with the cost of many lives. Private Thomas Arthur Waterfield died the 1st of July 1916 at the Battle of the Somme. His death plaque is now homed in the Lincoln Museum of Lincolnshire Life. World War I lasted from 1914 till 1918. A total of 22,477,500 people died or went missing during the war for the Allies, and 16,403,000 for the German Empire. The war was given the title of the Great War and was the most brutal conflict in history. A Penny for the Fallen was written, produced and directed by Jack Pitchfork.